Hello everybody and welcome back to Chrono Trigger, and this is part 29. And so last time that we left off there, we just got done with the Dalton capture stuff there. And so as soon as we try to get into our epic, our Wings of Time here, this little cutscene happens here. And so this is the, I guess it's the Ocean Palace. This is what Magus says it is. I guess it's the Ocean Palace, but it's above the ground now. So it's not the Ocean Palace anymore. And so what is actually happening is this thing is it's over the course of each timeline. So it also went back in time to the the prehistoric era. I think you'll see it back there, and I think only from here on it only does that. But you'll see it in each, like this timeline, and then you'll see it in the Middle Ages and the present, and that's, and then also in the future, I think, as well. And, so the thing is that this thing is spread across time, and so, the ideal thing to do is so you don't have to deal with it each time, although I suppose you could go through it backwards, and you can actually like get more experience, I guess, with it. But we'll be dealing with that later there. Right now we're gonna be moving on to a means that Magus had said that there was a means on getting Crono back, and so he said that we should ask this guy here for a means, and we find out that he is actually the Guru of Time. That was Gasper. And creative thinking there, old man. And so basically, at first you'll see here. And basically we go to this guy, they go to the old man here just to see if he might know who the Guru of Time is. And as you find out that it's actually him that is actually the Guru of Time, Gasper. And so he does give us a means to do something. And you'll see here after just a short bit here. And so he just kind of just says the same thing there. And you just try to attempt to leave. And he's just like, okay, wait a minute. And so he's like, okay, just here, just take this thing. And so this is this is roll credits here. This is the Chrono Trigger here. It's called a Chrono Trigger because it triggers a point in time that you want to change, and it actually works kind of differently than what the Epic does. The Epic kind of does, I guess it's kind of the same technology, but it's kind of like on a lower scale. But the Chrono Trigger is actually a means to go to a point in time and actually change the point in history. And it actually is not constricted to how far back you want to go. And so what they do is they want to focus on that point in time where Crono actually, just before, got blasted by Lavos, and so they need to find a means to change history so to speak, and make it so that he didn't die, and just kind of like time skip him back to the I don't, it's kind of funny as saying now. It's like, with time travel there, it's like, when is this now thing there? It's basically to we're basically back to everybody else in the current flow of time, I guess. So we get this Chrono Trigger item here, and so now what we need to do is we need to go to the future, and we need to talk to Balthazar. Balthazar's new, and we need to speak with him to see what it is that we need to do to get to, well, it actually means, basically what he'll say here is that there's actually the mountain next, like literally next door to the place, and that place is called Death Mountain, and appropriately named, I guess. And he won't allow us to go up there unless we have a clone of the person that we want to save. And so what we have to do is he'll actually mention that we need to go to a particular somebody to pick up a clone. And so you'll see right here, we go into the back there, and we talk to the new that's in front of the door that where the time machine was stationed. And right here, I guess I missed a magic tab, or maybe it's now there. I don't know. I believe I give that to Frog. I was noticing that his magic was like really lacking behind. Although I mean, Marl's is way behind as well. I mean, not too far behind than Magus, though. But so anyways, I decided to give both of them to Frog there because he was just a little bit behind in that. So I gave both my magic tabs to him, so he would get a little boost right there. And so he says there is so we have to go on top of Death Mountain, yeah, this is Legend of Zelda, to Death Peak, and at the tip top there is a means to, I guess you can use the Chrono Trigger there to do something. I don't know why you need to do it at the mountain there. I don't know why you can't just do it anywhere. So we need to go to this guy there, Nolstein Beckler. I think that's how you pronounce that. And as it says here, he loves festivals, and so he's at the present timeline, and he's at the Millennial Fair. So we cut to this here now. That little cut right there, that was actually me cutting out about, like, maybe 10-15 minutes of me trying to do this little minigame there, because it's hard to a point there. I mean, I've done it before to where, I gone all the way. And basically the point of this game here is that the way that it's working is that each time, the longer you stay in, the less you have to pay. And if you was to actually just go all the way through, you'll get like the clone for free. But if you kind of like mess up like along the way there, you'll have to pay to actually get the clone. And so I was actually feeling like almost like, in the beginning there, and I guess it was going to cost like too much, and I didn't have enough. So I had to go to the there's a screen up, and then to the left there, there's a means to actually get some silver points quite easily. And you just fight this robot called Gato, and he's super easy, like at this point. Like one hit. Like I don't think I think he only has like, I think like 10 to 30 HP, and that's it. He doesn't have a lot, and he doesn't. His thing doesn't grow with everybody here, so he just stays at, you know, super weak there, and you can just, at this point in time in the game here, you can just, you know, attack him once and he'll be done. And it's pretty easy to just go back and forth in between that screen there and just kind of grind some silver points there if you want to do some of the mini games there. There is actually a thing to where there are several endings that you need to do with that that guy there that we got the clone from. There's actually a thing to where we need to get some cat food for the cat there, because I guess we're being neglected about the cat, and so it's like it runs away and it actually interrupts like the ending scene there, and then we have to like travel through time because it went into the time portal. I don't know. I'm what I'm gonna do though is for the ending there, I'm actually gonna get the an appropriate ending there. I'm gonna get the one where just everybody goes back to time there, and then and all that there. Spoilers. But anyway, so right here, so now that we got the clone there, now we're able to climb Death Mountain here, or Death Mountain. I keep wanting to call it Death Mountain, and I don't know why. I mean, it is a mountain. So now that we got the means there, he's gonna send out these well, they look like little like pig toys. And let's see, two of them, or no wait, one of them is at the very beginning, as you'll see, and it will create a means to actually get into Death Peak there, and then the other ones there will just kind of like give us hints on what to do, and they're just a means to help get up to the peak of Death the peak of Death Peak, you know. And so now that we got this accomplished here, now we can go to the actual mountain here. And as you see right here, the last request is to actually turn this new off there. And I don't know if there's an alternate thing to where if you don't do it, something happens. Like he just in like an endless like purgatory or something like that, to where he doesn't know what to do or something. I don't know. I think there is something about it that you know, if you don't do that, I guess something happens. It's a minor thing there. So I did a little save there, and this cut right here, if you can see it, this was actually a cut of I had went up to Death Mountain there, and I went to a point to where I died. You know, I don't think you'll see it in this video there, but in the next video there, you know, I'll explain. But what happened was I went against this little mini boss enemy, and I actually died against it because I guess I had a bad strategy, and I didn't. There was a save point just outside the little room right there, and I just I had to go all the way up again and get up there again. But then that next time that I went up there, I'm like, oh, there was a save point right there, and that's where I'll save and end the video. So right here, I don't think these are necessarily new enemies. I don't think. I think we've seen these before. I let them in because I didn't know if they were or not. Basically, what I did was I put Luca in the middle there. I swapped Frog out because right now she is really close to learning her next move, and so we just got that magic ring there. That actually just really boosts your magic there. So I was trying to see if I could get her I think she was only, yeah, right here. I do a check here, or no, I don't. She's really close to. I think she had like 120 left or something like that there, and it was like, oh, she's almost there, but anyways, so we're gonna go to the save point there, and that will be the end of this video there, and we'll be getting to the rest of Death Peak. So anyways, that's the end of this video here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace.